finally, boards are finally over. After 1 year of blood, sweat and tears, we did it! Hey guys, this is me, Palms, finally back on YT with another cool video. If you're not new here, you'd probably know about my December Declarer series, which kind of ended abruptly. But there was this part where I was working on my 2026 journal, and yes, you guessed it right, I did not complete it. I mean, I did complete a portion of it, but not the whole thing. And now again, since I was having my boards from February, I was completely caught up with first pre-board, second pre-board, third pre-board, and then it was already February and I had my boards from 17th, and you know the mess. I was completely caught up. I barely got enough time to do all the PYQs, so obviously I didn't do this. So even though I know almost 3 months passed, I don't care. It's never too late to start, okay? I'm going to show you how to make an aesthetic journal that you'd actually stay consistent with. Welcome to CreArts, where you'll meet the hands of creation. First things first, you need a book. I took this huge unrolled book. You don't have to, and you shouldn't follow aesthetics. This journal should actually closely relate to you, and it should help you push you towards your goals, whatever those goals might be, whether it is to be happy or to win a contest. Here's a list of quotes which you can use for your journal. Remember, you still have around 10 months for New Year's Eve, so it's never too late to start. I have already sketched the front page so as to not mess up the whole thing, and I'm keeping it simple and minimal. I'm using Dome's pastel brush pens. They are my personal favorite. I'll link it in the description box below for you. I thought of doing a not so aesthetic boho art with different shades of brown. Although the colors look pretty weird now, once it dries, it's gonna look so matte and pretty. Trust me. I prefer using gel pens, but since I ran out of gel pens, I'm using a black ball pen. Works very fine, you know, and it won't smudge unless you build layers using it. I also thought of doing some calligraphy. Doing calligraphy is actually pretty easy. Comment down below if you want to know my method of doing calligraphy. How I learned without having any resources. I also have a video on how to make a vision board that actually works but could not upload it because of my boards. So comment down below if you need that video. Also babies, here's a pro tip. Start off your new year with one quote which you're gonna live by the whole year. For example, I saw a girl online who started off her year with Jenny's song Zen, which is an absolute self-confidence booster. And for me, the motto is no more excuses. Here are a list of quotes which you can use as your motto. Every year, I make the best plans and never actually execute it. This year, I really want to know what would happen if I stay consistent. It's not to outwin anyone, it's not to prove anything to anyone, but it's just for myself alone. So baby bees, please make sure that you don't feel miserable by watching someone else's life online and that your only opponent is the person in the mirror. On the next page, I added a completely useless thing. An index. I mean, who would want an index in their journal? This one is actually the most essential part of your journal, your goals for the new year. I still haven't written down it here, but I do have rough copies somewhere in my room. Yes, somewhere in my room. I'm someone who loves songs a lot, and so for me, I never live by quotes that famous people like APJ Abdul Kalam or Mahatma Gandhi has said. I really rely on those catchy motivational lyrics, and I really want to fill that page with lyrics. Even this title is from a song. I really love to keep things up until the last minute, so here I am, writing my name 4 pages after my journal began. The next page is pretty cool actually. It is a year in pixels, where you rate your day on a scale of 1 to 5, or from bad to best. I went for a palette this year as I wanted this journal to feel as personal as possible. Next is my happiness tracker. Of course I want to track my happiness. Why wouldn't I? Doing stuff like this may sound boring, waste of time, and unemployment at its peak. But trust me, this one will surely help you wind down your day. Next up is my reading tracker. I love to read books. So I thought, why don't I just count the number of pages that I read in a day? All those pages that I did are actually static for the whole year, and now we begin the month-wise flexible planners. You know, we people grow and evolve over time. So it's better to keep your monthly planner, mood tracker, and habits tracker in a much more flexible environment rather than forcing yourself to be in a box. I mean, why wouldn't I love to have hearts for February and ice creams for May? I have a mini calendar inside to lay out my plans day-wise on the left and a more detailed nutshell planner on the right. Moving forward, we have my mood tracker. I decided to go for a cloud theme. Here I'll record my mood, whether I'm tired, sad, happy, annoyed, or just neutral. On top, I have assigned colors for each mood, and I'll color each cloud based on that. I've also added dates to each cloud, and I have a total of 31 clouds because January has 31 days. I have not yet set up my habits tracker properly. Then we have highlights of the day, my favorite part of the whole journal. This is a place where I write one memory from each day in one sentence. Then I have this very personal space where I write down my favorite songs of the month in the playlist part, the movies that I watched in the movies part, the money that I spent in the money tracker, the books that I read, my monthly achievements, and 3 blank boxes for some future needs. Then I have this page called Analyze where I analyze my whole month. And so, baby bees, this was all about my monthly planner part, and I still have all the other months pending. I have sketched out the layout, but I'll color it only towards the end of the month because it's pretty much more easier and won't stress me out. Then I did a few touch-ups and I polished it. And so, baby bees, this was all about my 2026 journal setup. If you have any suggestions, do drop it in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel because I have a lot of interesting stuff coming up, and smash that like button. I love you. Bye.